Okay, so here we have our first thermodynamic problem. How many kilojoules are needed to raise the temperature of 325 grams of water from 15 degrees C to 77 degrees Celsius? We're given the specific heat of water as 4.184 joules grams degrees C. So when I go get one of these problems, I like to look at each part of it and see what I know and what I need to know. So how many kilojoules are needed? Well, it's asking us how much energy, and in a problem like this, that's going to be heat. So heat is equal to, we don't know. We're raising the temperature of 325 grams of water. So the mass is 325 grams. We're being given an initial temperature of 15. So we're going to raise the temperature from 15 to 77. So our initial temperature is going to be 15 degrees C. And our final temperature is going to be 77 degrees C. Now, let's find out first what the change in temperature is. The change in temperature is going to be equal to the final temperature minus the initial temperature. So it's going to be 77 degrees C minus 15 degrees C. That's going to be equal to 62 degrees C. Okay, so now we're looking for heat. We've got the mass, we've got the change in temperature, and we have the specific heat. So our equation looks like this. Heat is equal to the mass times the specific heat times the change in temperature. That little delta just means change. You can see it in front of temperature, you can see it in front of other things as well, but it just means change in temperature. So the mass we have right here is 325 grams. We've got the specific heat that they gave us that in the problem, and it's 4.184 joules grams degrees C. And then we've got the change in temperature, and we calculated that to be 62 degrees C. So we can multiply these numbers together and we'll get 84307.6. That's the multiplying the numbers. Now let's look at what our units are going to be. Here we have grams on the top, and in here we have grams on the bottom. So this grams will cancel with that one. Here we have Celsius in the top, here we have Celsius in the bottom. So the Celsius is going to cancel as well. And that'll leave us with joules. Now our problem asks us how many kilojoules, not how many joules. So we know that there are 1,000 joules in every 1 kilojoule. So we can do a conversion. 307.6 joules. We would like joules to disappear, so our 1,000 joules goes on the bottom. 1 kilojoule goes on top, and we get 84.3076 kilojoules. Not quite done yet. Our problem here, the 15, the 77, they only have 2 significant figures. So we really don't want to report any more than 2 significant figures. So we'll round this to 84 kilojoules. And we'll put a box around it. That's our final answer.